I'm making sure my shit's working real quick because for some damn reason my shit does not want to work, and it's doing it again. Of hey, I, I'm being an ass right now. Like right now, I feel like I'm talking. Okay, no, okay, I'm not muted. Thank God. Um. anyways, camera on. Uh, Cherry need a Rocky help. I feel like every time when it comes to my stuff, like if I take 2 days off, my entire computer goes bonk, and it forgets that it's a real device. Even like with like the lip settings and everything. Like right now, I'm looking for my lip stuff. Damn, my Spotify is popping off on stream right now. Holy moly. Where's where's my mic settings? Cause um ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am all the stress, the truth be tied. Okay, what the fuck? Okay. There's my lip sync. There it is. There it is. Because now my lips can do things. All right, guys. All right. Okay, as you guys know, like, hey, today we're supposed to be doing our Nuzlocke, right? And the other day, I got an email at 1:34 in the morning. Okay, this is TMI. I'm sorry. I'm going to be transparent with everybody today. I'm going to be extremely transparent in this stream. Um, it's gonna of course be like a mix of like player and review person. Um, I actually have the email pulled up. Holy crap! So I have the press kit. So I think it was they messaged me this lovely studio called Crystal Gameworks. They're also on Steam. They have a bunch of otome games on the 24th, which is a couple of days ago. I don't know. At 1:30 in the morning, sent me an email going, "Hey, I'm a visual novel I'm a visual novel developer making games, and here is a Victorian one that I'm working on. It is vampire related, and it's called Crimson Waves of the Emerald Scene Amaranthine Moon. It releases on the 29th. Of course, I am here. This is my third, I think, because I did 2.5 studios a couple of times, and now this is my third one. Um, I'm as you guys know, I do play some romance visual novels, standard visual novels on this channel, and I'm giving it a try out. Of course, this if you guys of in my channel are not a big fan of visual novels, that is perfectly fine. There's the door, don't let it hit you, yada yada yada. I will be back with my other games tomorrow, which will be the Pokemon Nuzlocke. But the key points is you, the player, are the vampire, and um you are the vampire. You choose your fate and fall in love with three male protags and all. Um Lucie is the head of a family. She's determined to make her own future by selling her cure to vampirism. Not everyone is interested in changing the status quo. As her business partner ends up passing and solving the mystery of his death, she becomes entangled in a gruesome event from a decade prior. So this looks like it's a vampire romance um novel. Um it's about 2 to 3 hours of playtime. You have three male love interests. You play as a vampire or a human. The scenes differ for each. I'm probably gonna go with the vampire route because to me, I want to stay true. Yes, this is a form of a killer, Bella. We're playing Twilight. And you're a confident gremlin protag and all. This the game has a demo on Steam. It comes out on the 29th. I am going to stream the demo. I might. And as the studio, if they're watching this, I gave them a time and everything. Hi, Crystal Gameworks and everything. Um, I, of course, with my review and everything, I'm gonna keep it 110% real here and transparent. I will give and form my opinion at the end of this entire stream of getting a stream key, of course. of the entire game and playing it one of these days on stream, of course, get some notoriety and noticing for the game. But um how's everybody's Sunday? Hi T, welcome in. Um and T has the biggest PP size right now. Let me work on that before we start. And T, the Tay. All right. All right. Today has been a very interesting day because like before I start streaming everything, I'm gonna yap a little bit and everything. Um we we gone to the store today, right? And I was like making a beeline. I'm like, I'm ready to get the hell out of Walmart. I hate going to the Walmart right up the road from my house and everything. Um So I was making a beeline out. I did not notice my husband's coworker and wife. They have 3 kids and everything, and I'm just like, damn, I need to get away from these. I need to get the hell out of here. Like, I am doing my little, like, bob and weave shenanigans. And they're like, oh, hey, Cheri. And I'm like, huh? And I turn around and I look up, and there's his coworker. Unfortunately, I'm at my friend's place, and I can't listen. That is fine. We love you. Let me just, let me type that. Um, but 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 we stood there and yapped for a little bit and everything. One of the kids lost her tooth. Cherry afraid of Navy people because they'll be Navy people and Southerners have 2 things in common. One, we'll stand there and yap for hours on end, and then we do the Southern goodbye. Yesterday was the opening of the farmers market. We had a blast at the farmers market. I have a video of my little one running around at the farmers market, and he picked up a rock, and he decides to like, I'm gonna have this as a snack, and I'm like, no. Just, um, but I hope everybody's having a lovely Sunday. Um, I hope. I gotta check my email too because my doctor's office. I have been emailing back and forth to my insurance provider because um I have to see the doctor and I called 4 times and I emailed them and I'm like, hey, you got this wrong. But we're yes, discover the rocks. He also discovered potatoes today. He really likes potatoes. So, um, any hoodle. I feel like a loading screen right now. Of course, we're gonna start on the game. I am a little bit late, but that is okay. Um, but 1 second. I'm gonna stand. I gotta stretch real quick because my leg's a little numb. Did you put the rock? Did you put the rock in his wood chip stew or mud pie? No. We did not. We were at the farmers market. Um, we started going to farmers market this time last year when we arrived here in Virginia, and the farmers market people watched him grow up and all, and they're like, oh my god, he's so cute, he's walking and all, and they were just so happy to see him. They're kind of sad that we're leaving and out and all, but um da, 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 da. I haven't got like the phone number of the lady who makes the really yummy bread at the farmer's market. I have like 50 alerts going on. Um, all right. But okay, my head is not fitting into um what because it's my stream, I am allowed to talk about food. If you don't like it, there's the door. Um, but no. Um, I'm about to start in a second. Uh, I gotta fix. I'm fixing my headphones because my head is big. Also, by the way, 4 minutes until ads. 4 minutes until ads. So we're gonna start. Of course, I'm gonna be extremely transparent. I'm gonna be very, very thorough. Of course, even though it's gonna be like a 3 to 4 hour stream. Um, what is that called? We get to play. We get to play interesting game that, of course, you can say in a way I did get sponsored by, but let me um let me put my batteries back in. If not, I have to get new batteries. Um all right. I'm gonna go over to the game. We're gonna have music off, game capture. So of course I got sponsored for this game. Not sponsored, totally not sponsored. Got the press release, yada yada yada, of said game. If the audio is too quiet or too loud, please let me know, and I will. If fucking Steam lets me. Okay. This is not controller compatible. Fun fact, everybody. Fun fact. This game is not controller compatible. I have my controller in, but it's not working. It looks like it is not frozen. Thank God. Okay. It is controller compatible, but you do got to use your keyboard to um play, hit start for the game and all. I'm going to move my mouse on the other screen so I can hit start, of course. Um, I always wonder how slow time feels for adult vampires. Oh, that's like a painting in the background. Holy shit. That is nice. For a fleeting time, I was a vampire child. It was like a never-ending summer afternoon. Okay. Some days I could play the day away with no heed for the time. I could explore every room in the manor thrice over, running from every corner to the next. Other days, the hours slinked by, every second dripping slower than the last. Even the shades couldn't shield the manor from the oppressively sticky heat of summer. Every step felt slower than the last. But for adult vampires, who who age half the rate of humans, is the same feeling of being stuck indoors during the longest summer of the year. The paintings, like the paintwork, is stunning. I am a sucker for this shit. Or is it more akin to sitting in a backed up doctor's office watching the fire crackle during the first snow of the year, or waiting on a train that's forever delayed? It's annoyingly introspective thoughts like this that creep their way in as I have nothing to watch but the grandfather clock tick closer and closer to the half-hour mark. Damn, my chat window is big. A whole half hour I've sat here waiting for nobody, apparently. All of them, all of the cordial letters, handcrafted gem staples I've been sent were a sham or a prank. Once we agreed to meet in person to finalize the business proposal, he hightailed it elsewhere. I clenched the body of my dress. The clock chimes in mockery of me. Not even a servant has so much entered this room or hallway to inform me of his tardiness. As the grandfather clock chimes, echoing the room, I glance outside. The day's almost over, but there's still some daylight left. Time better spent outside than in here. I ease my shoulders, promptly standing, and I leave. The paint work. You can tell there is love in the paintwork and the art here. The nerve of him to gush about how interested he was of interest. Okay, how interested he was in my business proposition. To boast about how perfectly handcrafted his gems were, only to stand me up If another letter arrives from him, I'm tossing it in the fireplace. I trudge down the alleyway, not wanting to hit the crowds walking down the main street in broad daylight. At this time, the sun feels the brightest and the most headache inducing. The back alleys, however, are always a pleasant source of shade in areas of the town devoid of trees. Perfect on hotter days like this, but they're also perfect for hiding people. The main pro tag, her name is Lucie. One second, I gotta drink some water. Okay, so she's being followed at this point. I have like a chat window in front, so I can't like see mostly, but it looks like she is, of course, being stalked around. But something tugs on my hair ribbon. Hey! And what do you think you're going, Missy? Giving chase. Looks more like you're running around and up to no good. You're no fun. What are you doing out here in the middle so early? I went to check on things and nobody was around. I skipped past my brother, ignoring his question. Hey, his. Okay, so It's Finding Nemo right now? It's Finding Nemo? He didn't show up, did he? He must thought it was too good. He must thought he was too good for my offer. He'll see he can get far without my help. I grit my teeth. I can feel Nemo looking at me with pity. All right, let's go home. I turned back and grabbed his arm, but instead I met with a hand pushing down on my head. Hey! Sorry he was a no-show. You'll find a better fit soon. Don't try to rush these things. It's not like I'm going to kick you out. You don't even own the place, you moocher. I'm not a moocher. What's his is mine, and that's how marriage goes. For someone who avoided commitment like the boogeyman, he's sure bragging a lot about it now. Come on, let's go home. He lends me an arm, leading us out the alley. Wait, I gotta check something. Hold up, wait a minute. 10 toes in it. Let me see. Mystery. Okay. Mystery. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm looking at the tags on Steam, of course. He's the jeweler who made my brooch and cravat after all. Maybe something urgent came up. I'm sure you heard from him the next day or two. How dare he, sending out those buttery letters only to stand you up? You act like it was a marriage proposal. It's a serious crime. That's what it is. It's not fair either. Again, the paint work. The paint work. I stabbed the pork chop on my plate. They're all suddenly more interested in eating their own meals. The food's rather good. Thanks to partially Thanks partially to the cooking classes Ambrose taking, but it doesn't sit well with me, not tonight. I eat quickly, leaving a little under half on the plate and I head to my room. Falling asleep right after dinner, I usually don't take naps so late in the day. I push myself up on the bed, rubbing my eyes, and it's nighttime now, but I don't think I could sleep for very long. I can hear noises in the other room. Oh, I think I can hear noises from the other room. Nemo and Ambrose are still awake. Something on my nightstand glints out of the corner of my eye. It's the bottle of pills. A modern marvel of medicine. To some, an expensive hoax to others, emeralds refined in the size of the pill have been found to cure vampirism, effectively negating vampires' heightened abilities and near dependence on blood. Just the right size, they can be digested and dissolved in a person's body. Any larger can be poisonous. Who are weak to precious gems. Taking pills regularly can turn any person, no matter how long they've been a vampire, back into a human. Whether the change is permanent or only lasts while the pills are being taken, it remains to be seen. While they're not a perfect cure and rather expensive to acquire on a small scale, they're highly effective. I haven't had to drink blood in years. But I also haven't had the use of my heightened physical abilities in years. Look, I don't care what you do as an adult. If you want to be a vampire, then fine. If you want to wait until you're old enough to make that decision, all before your friends start aging faster than you. I turn 18 this month. I'm old enough to make my own decisions. I don't need my brother to keep looking out for me. Damn! Okay, so we have options, chat. This is interesting on the options portion. Damn, I am like getting ads upon ads upon ads. Alright. Well, she is turning 18. She can make her own decisions and everything. And for me, of course, I want to see how the vampire route goes. So I am not going to take the pill, but um I want to get more water. So while I go do that and everything, I realized the game audio wasn't playing. Now it's playing. I hate OBS right now because I have to make it take 7 clicks. So give me 1 second. I'm getting some water. Alright. I pick up the half full bottle, shaking it gingerly. The emerald pills are small enough to go inside a ring. I push the bottle in my nightstand drawer. Because they're so small, Nemo won't notice a few extra pills. He's bound to find out eventually. Well, you're an adult now, girly pop, so you can do what the fuck you want. What's so wrong being a vampire? It's not like I'll age so much slower than everyone else. It'll only be half the rate. Nemo chose to be with Ambrose despite him staying a vampire. He should be fine with me deciding to be a vampire too. I take one last glance at the bottle. As I stand, there's many people still skeptical about the treatment, but Mr. Douglas was fascinated by it. Precious gems have been dangerous poison for vampires despite their staying power in ornate jewelry. The thought of using them for medicinal purposes is rather than for looks or for harm intrigued him. Or so I thought. Him standing me up today was the final nail in that coffin. I should have spent the rest of the early night hours sleeping, or else I'll mess up my sleep schedule. That's a good question. That's honestly a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. What about you, Wild? Ambrose is reading the newspaper despite how low light he's left with. It's not straining his eyes. His vampiric sight has many advantages. Still, I don't want to be the third wheel for the rest of the night. I step out into the balcony. Oh! I didn't see you were out here. No, it's alright. Cecil scrambles to his feet, suddenly eager to get up off the concrete floor. So how are you doing? How do you think I'm doing? Alucard from Castlevania. He's a sad boy in need of love. Plus, he can turn into a wolf so I can have puppy cuddles. So, a lot of my friends that I know really like Alucard. I don't know what it is with Alucard or not, but they love Alucard. I can't believe that man standing me up like that. We have to tarnish his name. Oh my goodness. They are gonna slander this man until the cows come home. He'll tarnish himself in due time, acting like that. And besides, I'm not sure how you of all people would go even about doing something like that. Alucard has a Zuko effect. Sad boy with tragic past and a sassy demeanor. Yes, but like, for me personally, I kind of see him as like that's my boy. That's my son, you know? Like, why Like, seeing that ending of Castlevania, like, in season 1, I was, like, livid. I'm like, how dare they do that to they do that to my kiddo? Da, 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 da. You know, I was gone. I was angry. I was mad. That made me so angry. You'll be dealing with this soon enough. Eh? You think your family has um, never had to renegotiate anything? That their mining privileges has been set in stone? That their workers never asked to pay increase or more benefits? That merchant deals with lifelong? Soon you'll be going, oh, Lucie, how did you handle all this? You're so brave to start young. I already say that. He huffs, turning to the night sky. The past few years, he has little contact with his parents. No more than greeting cards and letters he's forced to write them, and just to show he's alive. Instead of communicating several hours by train from the family manor, Cecil is already living here in a stylish apartment that comes with Ambrose's role as headmaster Purdue University. Cecil and I share most of our classes, yet we're both focusing on business so we can take our family's companies. And yet, sometimes it feels like it's hard to get a proper answer out of him when I inquire his plans for the future. Chin up. You get to shadow a local business soon enough. Damn, what a sassy pants she is. You're lucky you don't have to do that. I got plenty of real world experience. Girl, damn. They only let me count it towards classwork rather than letting me finish school early, though. Lucie! His voice small and short, cutting off his own words almost quickly as they left him. What is it? Nothing. Reach over and pinch his ear. It's nothing if I came to you, so spit it out. It's just a stupid thought. I was wondering if this is what you really just want to do. Again, his words drift off the longer he talks. It is. I had to live off of others' generosity for so long. People who think they owe it to my parents to keep me safe, since they can't. I want to forge my own path going forward. I want to prove I can be on my own. What does that say about me? I'm sure you'll find a good business partner before long, Lucie. After a moment, it's clear he intends to leave the conversation at that. Cecil's family is from newer money, having to make their living from mining operations for precious gems, while my ancestors have sweated out in the mines. The current generations of by signing deals with property owners, negotiating labor work for finding gems and more. The idea of an opportunity has not been lost to me. Every time I bring up or mention it, he lets the conversation drop. At least it's a nice night out here, isn't it? I match his gaze. Far beyond the rooftops, the stars dot of the sky above us. They shine back at us, vibrantly, almost twinkling. Don't be so dependent on others anymore. I just want to build something myself. $4 minutes until ads, everybody. 4 minutes until ads. Okay, so we're getting the school backstory right now. We are in school life right now. How infuriating. This draft contract celebrating now. Like, my chat window is, again, right above. And I'm just gonna move it again. In the future, once Cecil takes his family... Okay, you know what? Ambrose is meeting with the university board soon, if I'm not mistaken. There are several prominent businessmen among the board, including 2 wholesalers and our own doctor. Perhaps I can convince Ambrose to arrange a meeting, at least with one of them. Wait, Lucie! Cecil, what are you doing back there? Well, to start, I saw my stray cat has been wandering around campus lately. Then at the time I tried to get your attention, you got this far ahead of me. You know that cat won't pay you no mind how many slices of roast chicken you leave out for it. I wasn't trying to bribe it. I'll just show you, but you move so fast when you get lost in thought. I don't have much choice in the manor thanks to recent events. I've sorted out swiftly enough. Wait, he was the kid on the rooftop with her, like, last night, and now he's the nerdy guy with glasses? Okay. And someday I'll be saying the same to you. It doesn't come easily as it does for you, Lucie. He smiles. I know him all too well and leave it at that. He's unsure of himself lately, but Cecil's more than capable of peace, even if he doubts himself. He was rather up late last night. It's not often I see him so easily distracted either. I have to ask him about it later. He has been my best friend since we were children. He always rushes to support me, even though it puts him in danger. I hope he isn't wearing himself ragged trying to keep up with me now. University gardens are immaculate. The professors and students on meander alike through the hedges, rushing between classes or leisurely strolls. It's haunted to believe the rumors spun from mistaken marbles and statues of dead hours of the night. 5 years prior, the series of attacks by vampires terrified the campus and kept most of the venturing out in the dark. I suppose the classroom rumors are a sign of Prideaux's University from that incident. Instead of a ghost, I see a tall, pale face beneath the lilac blossoms. God, I need to catch up to him before class begins. Admiring the flowers, or have you been waiting here for us? Another love interest? Okay. The painting art style. I'm enjoying this a lot. We shared class with Elm for half a year now. He saved both Cecil and I countless of headaches in that time. Sorry? For the expertise of wisdom that kept these hollowed halls, the professor are dead set on explaining things in the most obtuse and unreasonable ways imaginable. Elm has a talent for translating all of their theoretical jargon into a language anyone can grasp. His family has several holdings in retail business outlets, though now that I think more of it, I don't know what they can do or their money can be from. Elm doesn't like to give particulars, yes, about his family. It's easy to forget that when we talk, he's always listening intently and consistently surprising even our professors with his insights. Not that you'll know that he's detached from the detached air about him. No matter the situation, Elm can always set someone at ease. Most often, I think, by taking much of their unease onto himself. Do you have a moment before the professor arrives? I'd like to speak with you about... I'm sorry, his voice is so brittle, it's usually hard to read of any expressions. But right now, he's clearly preoccupied. Not today. Huh? I'm not in a sound state today. Do you feel unwell? You look the part, no doubt. He shakes his head. Lucie, there's something I'll tell you later. Wait a minute now. What was he saying? He seems out of sorts. I'm not sure. It's almost he was in shock. You don't think he's caught the summer cold, don't you? I hope it's a simple passing sickness. I never seen that heaviness in his eyes before. As the professor is on her way, Lucie lets head inside. Yeah. Damn, are we just meeting all the love interests like bada bing, bada booey? Can we meet classmates, chat? Can we meet classmates? I want to meet classmates. My nose wrinkles. I force myself to follow along with the professor's droning. Oh, the teacher's so boring. I know that feeling. My math professor was the same way in college. Finding Elm after class proves more troublesome than anticipated. He excused himself partway through the lecture and never returned. And now I don't know where he is. I doubt avoiding me in particular. It doesn't seem like he's avoiding everyone, in which case, why does he have to come to class? Why wouldn't he have come to class today at all? I paced through the gardens, borrowing the shade from the hedgerows whether I should keep up with the search or let him be. Perhaps I should reach out to another jeweler. I thought Douglas calls me again. Well, he had his chance. Oh, Lucie, is there another villain I need to reprimand? Okay, uh darker version of Lucie. He's showing his concern. Bessie knows. You finished your classes for the day, haven't you? I haven't had a free moment. I was planning to take a walk into town. I'll be delighted if you join me. Ambrose offers his elbows space beneath his parasol. A gentle but nothing less insistent invitation. He's far more considerate than his husband. Honestly, Nemo at least could ask before shoring up to be heard like me, like a wandering ghost. The tag, hear me out, chat. The tag for LGBTQ plus needs to be added due to Ambrose and Nemo being the gay couple. I was considering that myself and I won't refuse a company. I can't stay for long. You don't have to worry about my account. My errand should only take a few minutes at most. Bruh. I'm supposed he's not in today either. Dog. Dog. Are we running errands? I just ran errands today. Why am I running errands right now? I'm not Walmart. I'm not Pizza Hut. I'm not even TJ Maxx. How strange. In that case, was there anywhere in town you'd like to go? No, I'm more than content to wander a while we talk, shall we? Of course. It's been mild as of late. I can hear the storm coming from off the coast. Perhaps I should ask Nemo to fix the window shutters instead of tending to the overgrown cheese around the storage building. This guy has like the smuggest look of smuggery possible. Your last meeting went well, I take it? Was the entire board of trustees, or is it just the representative? My, Lucie, you're more perspective than some in the facility. Close as I smile, which is I come to know as a sign of resignation. I know he would rather wander aimlessly as I take the time to distract ourselves from the business. Purple, hello, Cheri. Cheri. That's perfectly fine. Hi, Purple. How is you? How are you doing? Wait, let me just do the. How you doing? But how you doing, Purple? Have you seen any trailers? A little sleepy, but okay. Have you seen any trailers from FanFest that was happening in California? I know you live in California, and you could probably go to FanFest, but like, have you seen any trailers or whatnot? I'm excited from the motherfucker. I was gonna mention that. Look, that's gonna be like me in Japan. You're gonna be like, Cheri, have you seen anything from FanFest? From Japan FanFest since you live in Japan? And I'll be like, motherfucker, I was gonna say that. The hype has me going. For real though. Like, it comes out January of next year, okay? My son is going to be 2 when the new DLC comes out, right? And let me tell you something. Mama will be playing the DLC. I gotta finish some patch quests. So someone asked me about the butt slider and Yoshi Peak. Real. Look, if I want to give Clover the fattest ass possible on a man, I will do it. I'll make it possible. Okay. More than likely, I'm probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be digital. I know, so I'm probably gonna be getting the digital collector's edition. even saw the TikTok meme about the butt sliders too, of someone asking it, and he's like, I thought about it, and I'm over here like, this man would. This man would 100% would, like, having his, like, Lalafell have butt physics. The evolved move has me interested. I, of course, I want to see how they change Black Mage. So as we know, we have about 3 more days. I gotta check my calendar. We have a few more days until Rose. So we have Thursday. Thursday, of course, is when we like do our little yap session. I will be putting like everything that I found, like can find from FanFest, and we can like, of course, like as a community, can yap on that, discuss more about that. I do want to see how they change Black Mage as well, because Black Mage, as you know, Black Mage needs their lane lines in order to do their stuff, and I know you would. I'll be over here baking, and you'll be like talking a lot of about the stuff of FanFest and all that, but I am going to yap my ass cheeks off as possible about this, because it's a lot of major news, you know. It's a lot of information to take in, along with like it's a once a month talk, a yap session, even as you can call it. Um, Waste of time expected. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna see how they change Black Mage. I have seen that they're changing the UI as well, and I'm really hyped. Like it's April right now. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We have 9 months. Okay, we literally have 9 fucking months until this shit drops. Okay, I gotta sit down and do pouch quest after patch quest after fucking patch quest. Do I want to do raids? Absolutely. But this game is putting me back in the state of you have me by the balls again. And I'm excited to go to the Japan Fan Festival in October. And I think the next one that they have is the one in England. I have to double check. Oh no, mysterious man in mysterious cloak. Oh, he's wearing a mask. I like again. My chat window is blocking everything. As if they're grasping for breath, as the violinic is the only air they can breathe. Finally, the middle-aged man barring my path steps aside. I move a bit closer in front as a better look at the mask filler. A moment passes where they look at my direction. Despite the mask, I can tell our eyes meet. Their brow hangs from a half beat too long. They hop back down to finish the song. Before I can find them again, a round of applause rings out and the people around me plead for more. Class of the instrument case click shut. Are they leaving already? I need to get their name at least. A musician with that level of passion and talent could do better than a busking in the square. Blah 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 blah. Cheri, can you speak English? Absolutely not. I wouldn't mind hearing them play private for me either. Hey! I move forward. Eventually, the crowds break and people start dispersing in different directions. By the time I reach the fountain's edge, the fiddler is gone. A sigh catches my breath. It's likely for the best I let myself get carried off track. Handsome musicians are hazards in many ways. Exactly. Have you ever played D&D, girl? Like, let me tell you something. A bard, A beautiful bard is dangerous. Are you taking enough work as it is? It's Finding Nemo. I wonder, I gotta ask them in the email that I'm gonna be sending out if these are like hand drawn and hand painted, because you can see the effort of the art and all in the characters, the models, etc., the paintings, all of it. I'll walk you back to your business if you still got some here. No, I sighed and let my shoulders sink. Let's go then, I'm getting hungry. You know what is for dinner tonight? Don't worry, I'm not gonna eat your husband's crown. Nemo holds out his arm and I take it as we move through the din afternoon traffic. In a short while, we'll be back at the apartment, and I need to start drafting more inquiries and preparing samples. I'll consider what Ambrose said earlier. If I can secure a reliable supply of gems, improve the treatment's effectiveness more easily. The evening passes, and by the week's end, I forget about Douglas's audacity and insult. But that calm, unremarkably future doesn't come to pass. As we wind through the alley square and emerge from it, I catch a glimpse of the building where Douglas keeps his office. 5 police officers gather around the open doorway in a huddle, while the other officers filter in out of the narrow hallway. Stray phrases catch my ear. The officer says, "He's been here for a few hours." Another says something like, "He's already gone cold. I found him earlier today, possibly since." Damn, a carriage rumble past drowns out the rest of the phrase. A chill sweeps over me, and my feet pull me towards the ominous chatter. No reassurance or comfort waiting for me then, nor the overhearing of the office outside. I walk closer. The rush of traffic floods into the street as passengers head to the train platform. In the chaos, it's easy to slip away and duck behind an oncoming carriage before Nemo can even notice. The clock chimes. The police are still chattering on how it will be to cordon off the area and turn away gawkers. They don't seem concerned about the people. I slip in so casually without drawing a second glance. Douglas' office occupies the ground level of a fairly new building, yet close to the center of Laurenburg. See if the neighbors have heard anything first, then finish documenting the scene. Call for a chemist while you're at it. That teacup smells like shoe varnish. Yes, sir. You there, check the locks on the windows for tampering. This one looks like it's a lot like Fairfield Chase. I hear an officer's voice coming down from the doorway to my left. He continues. I can't follow his words anymore. My eyes fall prone, ridges from the draped sofa near back of the room. One of the officers step aside. The face of a corpse stares back at me with gaunt, glassy eyes. The officer chatter confirms my fears. The man I was supposed to meet yesterday evening, lying dead in his office, with blood caked around his lips and staining his tie. Someone there? Clear out. This is a crime scene. No gawkers. My legs move before I can think clearly. Douglas is dead? How and when? The nearest doorknob is already in my hand. Good, it's unlocked. My shin slams into the low table. I tumble backwards into an armchair. The sunlight stings in my eyes, as if I haven't suffered the insult enough, but my vision adjusts. I often felt the unnerving sensation, and it has never sensation reliving memories in a dream. It never happened to me in real life, though. The grandfather clock chimes echoes through the room. I glance outside, and the sun is still high above the rooftops. I clench the hem of my dress. I'm back at the same seat, occupied less than a few days ago. Waiting to finalize the business deal with the man now lying dead here, less than a dozen feet away. My mind swirls. Was he dead by the time I arrived last night? Did he die while I waited here? Never realizing. On the way, I saw 5 coppers, and inside 3, maybe 4 others. My breath catches in my throat. Natural deaths. Natural deaths, no matter how tragic, don't draw this level of scrutiny. Murder, I'll be overreaching and leaping into the unreasonable conclusions. I can still recall the odd figure chased through the alleyways last night. Did they see me? Do they know I was here? Douglas is being killed as I sat in the chair. One of them mentioned the Fairfield earlier. Is that the same Mr. Fanfield that Mr. Ambrose tried to call earlier today? Stray syllables leak out of the neighboring room, but I can't hear anything. Press my ear to the wall. Who's there? I tear my face away from the wall. My nails nearly rip the upholstery. Just a random dude. Oh, it's M. Elm? M? Elm? Yes. My apologies. I wasn't aware anyone else had an appointment today. This is crossing over to the absurd. Why is Elm here? Why has he changed from this outfit completely since he was in class? I hope you haven't been waiting long. No, I only arrived a moment ago. Good, I can pour you some tea if you like. No, thank you, if I may ask. Go right ahead. What exactly are you doing here? Elm smirks. He's never smirked, at least from what I haven't seen. Elm with a question mark. This guy has a question mark. I'm afraid you have me out of dispanimage, if I may. This is not the same man that she has met in class. This is a different guy, okay? This is like the meme of, this could be Daryl. This could be Darian. But whose kid is this? We're over here like, who is this guy? Who are you people? You met my brother. I'm sorry for the confusion. Brother? Elm never mentioned about having a brother, let alone a twin? What would she brought this up? Despite the circumstances, I'm charmed to make your acquaintance. I'm Rowan, currently the head of the family business on the state of this morning. He looks like, okay, just like the me. He looks like this guy. At a glance, he looks like him, but the air around him is different. From the slight smirk tugging his lips, from the confidence of his posture, he holds himself with incredible assertiveness and poise. I allow him to take my hand in a greeting, but I can barely keep track of what he says. Elma's his brother? Mr. Douglas was their father? That could explain about Elma's behavior earlier. He must be grief-stricken, and meanwhile his brother doesn't betray a trace of sadness. Sorry. I am like trying to remove all these pings that I got on Discord. Pleased to meet you, Rowan. My name is Lucie, and I'm sorry for your loss. It's unfortunate, yes, but I already had to have my typing degree. More importantly, I've been settling my father's outstanding business. I do hope you're still interested in pursuing your options together. And that he closes his hands around mine and flashes a reckless grin. How brazen. I can see he takes after his father in that regard. I'm relieved that you came by. I'm sorry one of your recent letters among my father's papers, and I was hoping to run into you eventually, so I might apologize in person and hear your proposal. I'm relieved to hear it about your father. Ryan shakes his head, sullen but not unsettled. My father put his work first at all times. With detriment of his health, he kept being unreasonable for hours, regularly worked himself to the point of exhaustion at his desk. In a sort of way, I've been expecting this to happen almost every day for years. A colleague of ours was found dead recently, so I'm sure that the coppers are just taking every precaution. I think my father was always in greater danger from himself. My condolences. I'm still reeling from Mr. Douglas's death, prickling unease left by questions about Elm and Rowan. Is their family business even stable now? Is Rowan trustworthy? I'll have to sort it out later. I need to know exactly why the police are here. And I doubt that the figure fleeting at the scene last night was just a harmless bystander. Unfortunately. The day after tomorrow is the earliest I could give you the attention of your ideas deserve. The day after tomorrow? That's acceptable. Thank you for your understanding. Even though I fully expected my father to work himself into an early grave, I need a bit more time to make arrangements for his burial. He smiles easily despite the confidence and aplomb. He can't hide the crooked knot in his tie or stray loose button from his cuffs. I wonder if he's taking his father's death worse than he appears. Though I still don't see why the police would be so interested in a jeweler's natural death. How untimely. You have my sympathies. What time should I meet you then? You're pretty forward, aren't you? I'm not fond of delays unless they're absolutely necessary. A woman of ambition and charm. Let's meet at my family's manor after breakfast. I'm close to the university and we'll waste less time stepping aside from the coppers. Perfect. I look forward to formalizing our partnership then. As I will I, Miss Lucie. He bows deeply, raising his face to meet mine, flashing that reckless grin once more. He certainly inherited his father's sense of flattery. I see Nemo searching for me. I'm not feeling at ease with the police lingering so by either. It's time to head back. Thank you again. It's a pleasure to meet you. In spite of the circumstances, I will take my leave. Of course, we'll speak again soon. I I will say this is a lot of yapping for me. What's going on? Why did you disappear? Douglas's office. Where you were going, something caught my attention. Did you notice a suspicious figure I chased through the alleys last night when you found me? Yeah, because that was me. Were you trying to catch the burglar to pass the time? That was you? In any case, it wasn't a burglary. In fact, it was a whole affair that might be more involved than I anticipated. Nemo can be overprotected at times, but knowing when he can listen, he's fairly good at it when the mood strikes him. Okay, so he's me. He's literally for me because like sometimes whenever like somebody's just like talking to me, I kind of like auto mute them in my head. Like I know you're talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, all right, absolutely. And like my brain over here is like, what the fuck just happened here? Rowan says he's certain Douglas' death is natural, though he told me that one of Douglas' colleagues have died recently as well. I look at Nemo, he returns with a glare, and I know pretty well he's warning me not to dive headfirst into something dangerous. Okay, Elm's twin brother? Well then, what do you think? About Douglas's death? I'm not sure. He looked pallid skin, blood dribbling down his neck, staining in his shirt, the emptiness in his eyes. I'm no expert at these things, but I did see obvious wounds at least. Come on, let's get home and get dinner. Perhaps the coppers are leaping to conclusions as often they do. I can't deny the shock of Douglas's death that has caused me, nor the uncertainty that Rowan's appearance has brought about. Nemo and I talk about the possibilities and contingencies for the future business all the way home. Not that he knows how to navigate such matters with the request of delicacy. We part at the university gates, and for the next several hours until nightfall, I try and fail to find any trace of Elm. What an exhausting day. It feels like I woke up a full week ago and been running without rest since then. I feel that, girl. Of everyone that has happened lately, I find there's one particular that won't leave my mind. Okay. This is interesting because like for me, I wanna wonder about the fiddler, right? But at the same time, like her business partner just died, right? Like this man is freshly dead on the floor, okay? Like we have bread on the deck, we got bread on the floor, we got Red Bank over here, okay? Um, we have the twins. We can ask like, why was Elm so distraught? We can check on him, or Rowan in his oddly relaxed demeanor. Um, but we also have worries on Cecil's mind. But we have more pressing matters. If I had to organize them in categories of like most importance to least importance and everything, the least importance would be the fiddler and the square, then Cecil's mind, then Elm, and then Rowan, because that was a little odd. Rowan was a little different, I suppose. And everything. Holy shiggles. I am getting alert after alert after alert, and it needs to stop. I cannot literally like sit down without my phone popping off. So for me personally, I'm going to Rowan. Rowan is a little interesting, I would say. pointless to continue this. It only wears myself forward in circles and then closer to clarity. I'll see him the day after tomorrow. Hopefully, I have more time to recover from today. Thinking any further will tie my brain into knots. It's not the time to untangle that. And more than, do these even thoughts can keep the ghastly image of Douglas' lifeless body from intruding into my memory? Sleep will help. Yes, sleep. I'll hope that tomorrow will be calmer. Nostalgia can be an insidious thing. It's all too easy to fold fondest memories when all the moments you remember only are simple sweetness and thrill. Hello, Moose! I have been hydrating. I have been rickrolled. Thank you, Moose. I'm... Just to let some of y'all know, I might be a little silent for the next few points because, holy cow, like, I have been talking for, like, a full hour. And normally when I used to work full time, I can talk for, like, 8 hours on end. But right now, I need water. Elm and Rowan lost their father a few hours ago. And they knew and spoke to every day. How are you, Moose, by the way? Hey, good job, Moose. I'm proud of you for doing that. I gotta, like, get a new shelf and pick up the playpen. I'm doing pretty good. As you see, I can't say, like, it's a sponsored stream. It's more of, what is that called? I get a request to play this game on stream to, in a way, like, kind of promote it and bring it out forward. It is a romance, mystery, vampire visual novel. The demo is about 3 hours long. So far, I'm, like, literally an hour in. And all. Wait there. Yesterday, I met your twin. A twin? Truly? Why didn't you tell us? Does he attend school here too? I didn't. There's been a lot happening lately. I heard about your father. I'm sure you had your reasons. I literally said I was gonna stop talking and I'm yapping. You can't stop me from yapping. I am the Yap Queen. One second. Okay. Oh my god! Ah, I hate options. Elm. We had someone with the passing of their parents, so let's uncover the reasons why in chat. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna do one quick thing because I need a pony. I'm none of the shoes built for sprinting, but I can manage 100 yards at least. I recall the direction he gave me, soon be able to follow him. think I have. No, I do not have a ponytail here. Thought I had one. I thought I seen one up here. I must be hallucinating. I pinch some of the lilac high on the arbor, twist it swiftly, and snap it off the vine. I offer it to Elm, rightly proud of myself. I don't need to steal anyone's shears, fortunately. Seems you don't, Lucie. He's smiling, at least a little, which significant for someone like him. So, he takes a slow breath. You heard my father died the night before last. Yes, I am sorry. No, it's not. I didn't expect it. I thought it wouldn't happen for decades more. My father was a most present man. He worked from before sunup to not long after sundown, week upon week. He especially threw himself into work for the past several years. I always thought he'd work away his grief in that time. I wanted to talk to him, and today we were supposed to meet. You don't have to say more than you like. If you want to talk about your father, though, I've got a better set of ears than the founders. Why is this not? I tilt my head towards the marble bust beside us, and Elm chuckles lightly. They're attentive, at least, with some effort. Elm rises to his feet and accepts the lilac I plucked as he does. The sight of him, with the petals up his nose, smelling the scent and placing the flower in his pocket, he's unexpectedly beautiful. I'm sorry. I've been avoiding you and Cecil lately. Would you like to walk with me for a while? Oh yes, by all means. Oh, they're gonna take a little stroll in the park. Thank you for the flower and coming to find me. I hope I didn't expect some languish here on your own. Cecil would come with me too, but he had something urgent to attend to. Something which I'm going to ask him tonight. Why did he rush off like that? These vines are old and well tended, even though a hurricane would stop them from blooming year after year. Only if that would be easy for us. I can hear the bitterness pulling down M's quiet laughter. We walk through the garden and soon the university gates into town. The music feels so tense. Oh, she's going through memory lane. The table is full of rings and pendants with enormous gems. That's why I'm confident he's a thief and a counter thief. Oh, okay. There's a topaz that's nearly the size of my thumb without a single impurity. I would, but I forgot my wallet. What a lie. Why did he think I was the bow? Come on now, you might think these are the prince's treasures, but I assure you they're more reasonable than you expect. Yeah, because they're all fake! You see, sir and ma'am, these are all reconstructed rubies, concocted with test tubes grown in the determined size less than a miner's monthly wage. Thank you, we'll be on our way. Reconstructed rubies? caught your eye, the modern of science. I'm familiar, I borrowed a book on the process if you'd like to see it, back at the campus library. They're lovely. He is taken aback by the pair of ruby pins that hasn't caught any meaning. Yes, indeed, a perfect identical hairpins. How finely the silver filigree fits with the precise cut of the ruby, like stars blossoming in a vine. The perfect gift for a lady with beautiful hair. A truly lovely set, you say? They'll be lovelier if it wasn't fake. Ooh, she's over here like, I know my gems. I know my money. I know my worth. Yes, queen. Slay. Pop off. Why don't you try them on? No, thank you. The gems may be synthetic, but the settings are finely crafted with a high grade of silver. The ornamentation of one hairpin is worth charging for the pair. Lucie? Ah, you see? I'm taken by their beauty as well. Go ahead, try them on. I guarantee you the finest synthesized gems are all in the city. No, you haven't. What was that now? Just like I thought, the cheery demeanor held up by the thought we might be gullible. He traded out the honey yard flattery for a sailor's rasp. Unfortunately for him, I spent weeks reading the latest chemical research into synthesizing gems. Fortunate for both of us, really. He's either a thief or counterfeiter. Either way, he's drastically overestimated how large synthetic gems can grow with the latest techniques. You should get them a praise, otherwise I'm afraid you might be losing a fortune. Thank you for the offer, we'll be on our way. Elm has shaken out the distraction in his face, and he shoots a sharp glare at the vendor before we walk away. Now you listen here. He's grabbing my wrist with a vice grip. I heard you slander my goods. Apologize. Should I apologize for being too generous? Clearly, you don't know what you got your hands onto. Let go of her. He wrestles the man's arm away between the two of us. It's amusing to see the older man shrivel under his gaze. I didn't realize it could be so intense, if I'm honest. They stare down one another. Lowers his hands. Let's go. Yes, and quickly. Elm turns down the street, and I glance back as we go. Oh! She notices the blade. They're studying the blade, chat. And more strong enough to throw him through the collection of stolen baubles he's trying to peddle. Oh, she yeeted him into the sun. Wretch slanderer, I'll have the coppers on you. Not likely, considering how shady your business is. Pompous vampires, don't look down on me. In a bitter fit, he throws a large emerald brooch at me and it hits my neck with a dull thud. I flinch, expecting a flashlight and searing pain. Nothing happens, the brooch falls to the ground and the stone cracks on impact. Well, would you like to ruin any other merchandise while you're at it? He is not happy. The merchant is not a happy camper. He's over here like, this bitch took my shit and everything, and she took me and yeeted me to the sun. What is it? Are you? Oh, he asked her outright if she's a vampire. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. I'm a vampire right now. Some of my strength is returning. I can tell my senses are sharper, especially with the afternoon feeling like I'm bleeding. Okay, Asterian. Takes for me to return to being a vampire. 5 years of steadily doses of pure emerald pills. After missing just one already, I start to show the signs of being a vampire again. Truly the case, need to adjust my estimate of the treatment plans. Maybe more chronic condition that needs to be study maintenance rather than a condition you can easily reverse or undo. Have you been all this time? Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, I have. I have been for 89 years. Oh, I swallowed all my. I choked on my saliva. Sorry, chat. I didn't know you were testing the cure on yourself. It was my brother's idea, and I thought it would be quickly. I want to know how quickly the effects can fade. I might thank him for being so inconsistent in this. When did you take your last pill? Was it part of the test of the treatment? Was it? It was the thoughts of the night before when I stared at my last pill bottle before setting it back down unopened. Okay. Ooh, we are at a interesting part. All right. I wanted to see how it feels again. I don't know. I'm still unsure. Yes, I needed to see how long it took for the cure to fade. Okay. So, I'm gonna say the last part. So you don't plan on remaining a vampire then? I don't. I've had time to think about it properly, or maybe I shouldn't make the time sooner rather than later. Let me... Okay, whatever. My hair can fucking fall on the back of my head. I always can take a pill tomorrow to change back. I haven't decided yet. It's too soon to tell. I see. He's staring at me so intently. Does he realize his face is getting too close? That's fascinating. Oh, what if he's like one of the guys who are like very interested in things like this, of her being a vampire and all? I'm glad those synthetic gems. Oof, excuse me. I like a terrible burn if they had. That was unfortunate to say at the least. Okay, my audio's cutting in and out. The vendor couldn't possibly have actual synthetic gems. He's guilty. Just at a momentary outburst in any case. I haven't heard of any schemes of the sort. Perhaps Ambrose or Nemo might have heard of something about this. We're finally back on the campus gardens. Thankfully, the cool breeze and gentle shade is a relief. Elma's so quiet. He's been staring into the distance for some time now. Shall we return inside? My family. I haven't had the best relationship with the rest of my family for a few years now. It's nothing intriguing or scandalous. My father devoted himself to his work above all else, and as I said, since my mother died, he's barely shared a living space with me, let alone a meal. And my brother, his eyes dart away as if he can't help glance towards the forest of the horizon. He's a fine person. His voice clearly strained. There's more to this, of course. I don't want to press him any further. I have been too aggressive in questioning him this morning, too focused on the shock of learning Douglas's death and Elm's reaction to the pain causing him. See, at least she's aware that he's grieving. You know? At least she's aware of him and his feelings and all that. It's not well and you're right. You don't have anything to say. Tomorrow I'll meet Rowan, discuss the business partnership, and ask around about the strange vendor too, in case there's something stirring in the city. She can't. Okay, so she's not focusing right now. It looks like Elm, is focused on something. He's like thinking about some memories. I got to prepare for my meeting with Rowan. Okay. I got another class. His hand slides over mine, gently pulls his arm away from me. Thank you for finding me here today. Of course. I must feel like an utter fool for being flustered easily. His voice soothing and almost forgetting myself for a moment. I got preparations of my own. We'll speak tomorrow. Take care. He nods. I'm not sure if he heard me. What if he has heard? Cog Alvin. I wonder what is that? What is that? What is... I'm gonna look that up. 1 second, chat. Oh, it's chicken stew. It's a French chicken stew. Okay, that does sound pretty good. That food does sound really yummy. Okay, she's at their house. I wonder how this business deal is gonna be. No, he's quite an early riser. Who's there? Don't sneak up on me on that. Oh, it's the butler. It's the mansion butler, it looks like. Williford. Oh my goodness, what an old school name right there. Oh. Oh, he's like the concerned... Okay, he's the concerned family friend wanting to make sure the boys take some time to grieve, but it seems like Rowan is not taking the time to grieve at all. Okay. She knows this death is affecting everybody one way or the other. And that's good. Like, I like that about a female protagonist who is aware of things that's happening around, like, the other, like, romance interest or the possible love interest in these games, you know? Not just like, teehee, I'm an airhead, I'm so ditzy, haha. She's very aware about situations happening, and she's very smart, and I like that. Okay, so they're telling a tale of the grim past of the town. Okay. Okay, so we're hearing the history of the town and how the town came to be, of all these merchants, the seas, the forest, how Laurenburg became Laurenburg. Oh my goodness. And the star of the show is here. I hope that's not my screen. Oh, it's not. Okay, there's a little... Okay. Okay, he called him uncle. Okay. It's nice to see... Okay. Oh my goodness. She's all like, hey, can you like focus? And by the way, 2 minutes, everybody, until ads. 2 minutes until ads. She wants to focus on the business deal and him not flirting with her. Okay, so now we're going on a backstory of their family, from what it looks like. Okay, not she, Rowan's reassuring to Lucie that he can run this family business just like his father did. Okay, so I guess he's gonna be on board with the curing of vampirism as well. It would have changed the lives of so many if they knew they had the choices to live as a human. Human or vampire. Uh, okay, she's gonna tell him the story later on. Imagine the coppers have been in comfort. I was shocked to see so many at your father. Yes, he smiles and hesitates. Okay, so another person as well has been assaulted and or attacked, possibly, and died as well. I guess from what I have read, it looks like the father is trying to stop the people who are being thieves or people counterfeiting gems, and the father had a target on his back. Okay, so okay. At least he's also aware. We barely know each other. I'm sure you have several reservations about parting with a man you only met 2 days ago, no matter how charming the meeting have been. He's not wrong, but he's making a point in the most annoying way possible. Yes, that's more reasonable. Marvelous. Hello, hello, Ducky. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Of course, I'm doing a demo stream of the game, but hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Have you hydrated or has anything fantastic happened to you this lovely Sunday? Oh no, they're taking a walk through the forest. Oh, she is not okay. As she said before earlier, she's not from Laurenburg. She's from okay. She's shown that she's from the further north. She's here with her brother and her brother's husband. Um. Oh, okay. So Nemo is like her adoptive brother. With any luck, you won't. Okay. All right. I bet a lupine's growing in a circle in a stamp. Great. Okay. Okay. There's flowers. Apparently, she has spotted some flowers out in the forest. Um. Well, she's talking about like her adoptive brother and everything. Um. And now this dude is caring. I get flustered by Reaper. Well, I have to get flustered by Reaper for 2 minutes thanks to my wheel. What did you do? Why do you have to be flustered by Reaper? What was it on the wheel, if I may ask? Oh, okay, so he's explaining on, hey, some people were like lost in the forest. And there's the brother. Okay, for twins, you can tell, like, one's the shy one and one is like the Rizzler. Every time I simp, I have to spin my wheel, and I landed on that twice. Oh no! Who were you simping for? Who are you simping for? If I may ask, who are you simping for? Also, I will point this out for the twins and everything, with the whole blue and purple color scheme. Like, purple, of course, like, symbolizes regalness, and what is it? Let me double check. Yeah. Though this is gonna be funny, but I said his name out. Is it Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice, 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 Beetlejuice? But, like, one of the twins, like, as I see for Rowan, like, his colors with the purple is, royalty, nobility, and luxury and power. So he, of course, is, like, the head of the family, while Elm is blue. No? I'm watching you, Ducky. Well, of course, with Elm, his is blue, which is he's calm, he's stable, he's trustworthy, and he's smart. So I like how they made the two color differences of the twins. Were you simping for Reaper? Hey, yo, were you simping for Reaper? All right. Ah! Ah! 1 second. I gotta double check your pronouns. I don't want to get this wrong. Oh, wait, I forgot to even, like, do my little promotion thingy. Holy fuck. I got hella sidetracked earlier. Holy fuck. Hi, Ryan. I have two Reapers. I have Rhyme Reaper and I have Reaperoo. I literally forgot to, like, share my stuff. And now I'm sharing it now, 1 hour later. Unfortunately. Um, Not you. Yes, the other Reaper, which I gotta double check something. I gotta double check something. Da 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 da. Bada booey. Da da booty. I gotta check something about Ducky. I gotta check pronouns because I don't want to get pronouns wrong for the Duckaroo. Oh, okay, I heard my name. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Cheri, konnichiwa, which Reaper? I know which Reaper. I definitely know which Reaper. I gotta check Ducky's pronouns. She, her. Okay. Girly Pop! He sent for Reaper? Girly Pop! Girly Pop. Okay. Okay. I always went with the bottom portion. Yes, Moose is over here with the tea, the drama. Okay, right now, okay, I gotta double check something with this game. I'm checking my email of seeing. Okay, we have. Okay, so the twins and Cecil are romance options. Girl, good choice. I view not Rhyme. I am not talking about you. I view Reaper as the little as like a little brother. So good choice, good choice, good choice, good choice in men. Um, wait, are you live right now? I'm gonna check if you're live right now. I don't know if I followed your ass. You are not live. Oh, you're not. That's okay. Oh, you have. Okay, so in the game you can. I can tell you're not live right now. So in this game, you can either romance the twins or your childhood best friend. Since this is like, it's a demo and there's like 3 hours worth of content and everything. Just
green time. Ah, yes, please.
thank
First
you.
pour, though. Daddy doesn't like it too strong.
Too strong. Anyways, thank you, Moose, for helping out. Thank you, Moose, for the help. Thank you, Mooser. I did. This is the mom brain. This is the mom brain in live action. Okay, you have watched mom brain happen in live action all the time, but this is Giga mom brain. If I'm gonna be for real, it's a Giga mom brain mixed with um Shark Week hoo ha brain. So it's okay, Moose. Pat pat. It is okay, Moose, because I won't forget your name again. Oh, I finished the game. I already finished. Apparently, they said it's about 3 hours worth of content. Damn. Okay, this is kind of short. Holy. Okay. Apparently, there's some sort of sale going on Steam because apparently, I'm getting pings and everything. All right. So I'm gonna just. I'm gonna go to just chatting. And all. Okay. Holy crap, my hair. Oh, my hair. My hair is in the. Okay. My headphones is in my hair. One moment, chat. Well, okay. Um. I. I know this is gonna go into the VOD. I know this is gonna go into the thing. So far for my opinion for this game, since the demo was only an hour long, I will say I like the art. I like the paintings on the background a lot. I also like how Lucie is very like she's not a ditch for a female pro tag, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot for a female pro tag that is not like, oh, like there's like these, oh my god, there's so many dudes around me, and that's very appreciative. Um, Along with like what would there be later in the game? I probably will play the game. I want to know more about this whole. Yes, the art style and design. I can tell this is like hand done. You can definitely tell this is so hand done. And there is the first game on Steam, which I might nab the first game because it looks like the first game is probably, it's the first game and everything. But I'm gonna go off their Steam page. As we know, we the player play as Lucie. She's a young woman who just turned 18. She's making herself known in the world of business for her cure of vampirism. Um, as you can tell, she does not like Nemo. She does not like too many documents. And she doesn't like people who yap a lot. I'm a yapper, okay? So she won't like me. Um, the childhood friend, which is Cecil, which is if you came in, um, they both go to like business school together. Um, he's a very generic dude. It looks like he does not like to be forced into things or having things planned out too much in the future. Elm and Rowan are twins, which I will say I do appreciate how they like the differences between twins in the game of the colors, which is blue and purples, which is like shy and serious, etc. Like you can tell what their dislikes and likes. Like an example, like Elm doesn't like physical contact, but his brother does. Like he like puts his hand on people's shoulders, he talks to people, everything. The music, I will say, oh, the first game is free to play. So if you ever played the first game, it is this is the second game from the first game. So the first game is free to play. It is hand drawn. It looks like you follow young Lucie and you follow the tale, of course, the world of vampires, things of that nature. It is a mature content game, so there's like blood on screen, child abuse via manipulation, things of that nature. The second game, of course, is coming out. It comes out on the 29th, and even on their page for the first game, it states that like, hey, we're having our second game out, but um this game is, I can tell it's very hand drawn, and you can see the maturity of each character, like Ambrose and Cecil. Like I'm looking at the old game and Nemo, like you can tell they're much older. The style is different. They had a bunch of time to do the game. Like 5 years. So you can tell the art style has changed a lot. Probably the music style as well. Um, whew. Um, I'm debating on wanting to do the Nuzlocke, but at the same time, I expected myself to do this demo and all. Who should I raid out to? Who should I raid out to for a Sunday? Cause of course, I have like all the. They have a trailer. They have different key arts, the game logos. Oh, they have a fact sheet for the characters. Okay, so the game has over 200,000 words of Victorian vampiric language. Um, Crystal Gameworks is a studio founded in 2018 that they are making female romance games, and they want to create more otome games in the future for people like us to fall in love with the characters. Um, you can tell like within 5 years, like, hey, this game style, this art style, everything about this game has upgraded. Um, they have trailers, like they have sent me trailers, everything, screenshots, character information and facts, all of it. And I will say this will be a game that I will be requesting to play on Steam, to play on stream for the free key, of course. If you guys do want to play the game, of course, um this game is available. It looks like it's only on Steam thus so far. It is called, I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna kill my internet company. Not really. Not really, chat. Anyways, so if you have played visual novel games such as like Amnesia Memories or, you know, other games, even games like from Two and a Half Studios and everything, this game is available on Steam and itch.io. Um, I love how I come back and I see a bunch of ads and all. Yeah, Steam crashed a little bit because of my internet wanted to fuck up. But anyways, I want to raid out to somebody. I don't know who to raid out to. Who should I raid out to today? Who should I raid out to today? Back to Twitch. Oh my god, everybody I know is on right now. Oh, somebody's playing Pragmata. There's Earthbound, Marvel Rivals. Damn, I would love. Hell, I might even be on. I might be on tonight. I don't know. I gotta decide about that. But, but. I hope everybody's staying safe and lovely. If you're here in the continental United States, um, hopefully this time OBS will work when it comes to closing out OBS. Um, I'm the only one that you watch that is live right now. Holy shit. We are not gonna do a raid, but I do have other social medias and everything. I do have a card. I will be posting this up on YouTube and everything. Hopefully, hopefully the studio, when I email them back my opinions of the game and all, and how much I would love to have the key, but if you're here in the continental United States, stay safe, stay lovely, stay beautiful, stay gorgeous. Um, I'm probably not gonna be live tonight. I'm not doing a double tonight. I'll do a double next week if I have to. Um, if you're here in the continental United States, stay safe, stay lovely, stay beautiful, stay gorgeous. I feel like I'm having mom brain right now. I feel like I've repeated myself for the third time. And all, if anybody hasn't told you today that they are proud of you, I am. And all. Stay safe and stay hydrated if you're watching the Cheri VODs either on YouTube or here on Twitch and everything. Oh my lord, I need to take a breath. Stay safe, stay lovely, stay beautiful, stay gorgeous, stay hydrated. If anybody hasn't told you that they are proud of you and all, I am. I love you guys so much. Yes, y'all have a wonderful start of y'all's week. I'll see you tomorrow with more Pokemon Nuzlocke. Don't forget, Rose Yaps in the server is open. We will be doing some yapping. I gotta pull up some things from FanFest, talk about that. If you have anything for me to like react to, read on, anything, put it in Rose Apps. It will be closing, I think, on the 28th, 27th, 28th. Do that. If you want me to do anything, I will have to post up some FanFest stuff. Me and another server have been talking about the whole, like, the Emma and Marvel Rival skin. We're not really much liking it. I gotta do more research, things of that nature. But if you're not part of the Discord, exclamation point Discord. If you want to follow me on other social medias, exclamation point socials. I do have a card. Bye. Love you guys so much.